Alright, sneakerheads, welcome to the first SHOEpisode. Brought to you by SoulSearch23. Follow us at SoulSearch23 on Twitter, and be sure to like us on Facebook. As you can see, I have a package right here, and today is the Thursday after Christmas, so you guys can all imagine what this might be. Just real quick, after all the recent hype and hysteria surrounding the Jordan releases, especially the latest, the Air Jordan Concord 11, you guys know that this is probably one of the most, if not the most popular shoe out there amongst sneakerheads as well as hype beasts. But just quick word of advice: when you guys, if you're stuck ordering it online, be sure to become a member at Nike and the various websites that you might decide to order from. Because what I've found is, since I've become a member with Nike, whenever Jordan does a big release, I'm basically the processing seems to be expedited according, at least from my knowledge and according to others, maybe that aren't registered and they've had issues with Nike. But anyway, let's get into this package and see what we got here. So as you can see here, these are my personal Concords. Unfortunately, I was only able to get one pair, and these will be in my personal collection. See, the box looks in pretty good shape, and as you guys know, this is the same style box used for the Space Jams and the Cool Grays. So black and white on the box with the Concord Jordan logo here, Jumpman on the side, and there's a couple of sneakerheads that are actually lucky enough to have their boxes autographed by the designer himself, Tinker Hatfield. And as you guys know, they're going on eBay right now for a pretty penny. I believe the starting bids are a little over $1,000. Alright, so same packaging, basically, like I said, from the Space Jams and the Cool Grays. Obviously in Concord colors. Tinker made them shine, Mike made them fly, and of course we made them iconic. Now this is especially exciting for me, and I'll show you guys in a minute what I'm talking about. But I've been a sneakerhead, pretty much a Jordan head, since I was in grade school. And you guys will learn a little bit about my history with sneakers as we progress into the episodes. So these are I'm a size 12, and these are the size 12 Concords. And wow, I'm excited to just be holding these right now, and lucky enough to actually be holding them, because there are many, unfortunately, who were unable to actually get their hands on these. I haven't heard of any restocks on websites, but a couple of stores in the New York area, I believe it was Foot Locker, maybe their House of Hoops, had restocked. I believe it was yesterday or the day before, and of course, you know, they had a line winding down the block. So, and let's see what we got on the inside. Should have the shoe trees just like the Space Jams. Yep. So we got the Concord shoe tree. There we go. Concord shoe tree. I'm just kind of curious, when you guys think they're going to come out with these again? Obviously, originally released in '96, retroed in 2000. And then they came out with the DMP package with the 6. I believe that was 2005, 2006. I'm not too sure. That was way out of my price range, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And then just recently. And I guess with the original colorways, Jordan still has to produce the Columbias. So I'm assuming they'll be next year. And if you guys been keeping up with your sneaker websites, you know that there's a rumor floating about that they're going to release a low top pack, including the Concords and the Breads. Basically, the big difference between those, from what I've read and what I've seen, is the upper is not going to be mesh. It's going to be, I guess, a synthetic leather. So I'm assuming like what's on the back of the heel. Same thing with the Breads. And then I'm not sure if they're going to release with the logo that's been floating around on the internet with the gold rings. But it'd be interesting enough to see those. I actually like Jordan low tops. Don't really own that many. but definitely one of my future pickups, especially the 11s. I really like the 11 low tops. Okay, so as promised, I want to sort of talk to you guys about my history with Jordan. And if you can't see, Michael Jordan's been fortunate enough to grace us with his presence on our first episode, and he's not much of a talker, I guess. But anyway, so I remember very vividly watching Jordan don the court in the Concords in the, I guess it would have been the 94-95 playoffs when they lost to the Magic. And rumors and various interviews I've read on the internet basically said that Nike provided him with the shoe thinking he wasn't actually going to wear it, and turned out to be, one of the single greatest marketing ploys of history, whether or not it was meant to be that. But anyway, nonetheless, I have here decent shape retro Concords, the ones that released in 2000. I was a sophomore in high school, and I actually had my dad take me to the mall, which was about 45 minutes away from where I lived and where I went to school at. And I believe, not 100% sure, but pretty sure the release was during the week. I want to say like on a Wednesday. So I went and picked these bad boys up and wore them to school that day. And of course, turned some heads, being the first person at my school that actually had them and wore them. So as you can see, they're not in the best of shape, but they're in better shape than I've seen. And shout outs to Restore My Sneakers. I recently used Sauce. Follow them on YouTube and go check out. They've got some interesting tips on how to restore your older sneakers. So basically, it was a combination of peroxide, xanthan gum, and glycerol. And the recipe's on Restore My Sneakers. But basically, these shoes looked about on the sole like the tip. And what I did was, I hooped in these in high school, and so the soles got pretty yellow. But other than that, I think the shoes are in decent shape. So I colored the sole with a paint marker, and what happened was, from playing ball, my shoes naturally rubbed up against the other, and I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's a little bit of mark on there, and they actually look a lot better since I've used the recipe from Restore My Sneakers. And they recommend a higher percentage of a peroxide, but I was only able to find, I believe it was a 3%. So I'm still in the search to try to find some higher peroxide to actually finish the restoration on these bad boys. And as far as, the patent leather's in decent shape. It needs to be cleaned. Midsole's in good condition except for this minor blemish right here, which I may attempt to repair myself, or actually just take it to a shoe repair shop. And I'm hoping to actually get these in wearing condition pretty soon. So I'll keep you guys updated on my restoration process with my retros. And if you guys have any similar stories, be sure to share. But anyway, so that's the 2000 retro. Let me get the rest of this stuff out of the way so we can have a look and basically compare the differences here. Obviously on the left shoe, he's facing the back, and you can see on the original retro he's facing the front. No biggie. That's just something to know in case, if you guys claim to be sneakerheads, you guys should know that. This one still has the original insole. Unfortunately, the Nike logo is not visible, but there you can see the logo on the inside that was printed on the Jordans, and then the actual size and product tag. So these obviously aren't fake, and I'm missing the insole on this one. I believe it got soaked, and I was actually trying to restore them, so I just tossed it. So 2000 retro, 2011 retro, and let's just see what we got. So like I said, boxing is pretty much the same as the Space Jams. I don't currently own the Cool Grays. I've still been trying to find them, and unfortunately, the prices are what they are. So I'm just going to kind of pull these out. I have worn my Space Jams once, so there is a little bit of slight yellowing around the sole. And I wore these in probably not the best of conditions. It wasn't raining, but the ground was wet, and I'm guessing that's probably enhanced the yellowing process on the sole. So if you guys have any tips, be sure to share them. But I'm probably going to restore these pretty soon. I hate that that happened when I wore those. And just like on the newest Concords, you can see same thing with the jump man on the heel, not facing the same direction, but like I said, you guys know that already. And then this is just my personal collection of Air Jordan 11s, which happens to be one of my favorite Jordan retros of all time, as well as the originals. Just the fact when he wore them and how much I loved Jordan, and just for the simple fact that the shoes are great. Here I have the CDP. I mean, these are fitting. These came out in 2008, right around the same time as these other guys, and same deal. I've worn these twice. Just need to clean the bottom of them, basically. Other than that, they're in good shape. Good thing about the red sole is it doesn't yellow. So as you can see, I'll give you guys some various angles on the, so you can see. So that's my personal 11 collection. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have any Concords to resell. I was only able to snag me one pair at a time. But be sure to, like I said, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and I will be starting to resell shoes here, sneakers in the future. So hit me up if you have any requests as far as concerning any new releases, any older releases. I'd be glad to help you guys out. I know what it's like to be a sneakerhead after your favorite sneakers, and help you guys find the cheapest possible price and the highest quality product out there. They're still trying to copy your Concords. Good luck. Stay safe. And just remember, your life's not worth more than a pair of sneakers. I was actually real fortunate to get these. Oh, they went my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And like I said, you know, become a member on Nike, because I'm pretty sure that if you're a preferred member, they're gonna treat you just like a returning customer. You know, they're gonna give you guys first dibs at the newest shoes. Follow them on Twitter. They'll tweet the live updates when the link drops. And basically, that's what I did. Make sure you follow them on Twitter, not actual, if you can, a mobile version or a Twitter app on your computer, because sometimes the process of actually tweeting those sites from a third party may become a little bit slow. So follow them directly on Twitter at Nike Store, and then us at Soul Search. All right. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll get back to you guys soon.